So you're telling me 200 bucks plus $50 in ignition parts. If we modify the intake, it makes 20 horsepower. And that's what we're gonna put on it.
This is the first supercharger we've had on a small engine.
Yeah, and I think this is an awesome one for it. Thank you to Brunt for sponsoring today's video. What's up, everybody? Today on Cars and Cameras, look what the cat dragged in. We have a new mystery engine.
Yeah, I was at the military surplus the other day, and I enjoyed our last military engine so much, I had to go out and get another one. So you can pick these up used at the military surplus, and they go for around $200 a piece used. Of course, they have new ones and for sale too, a lot more. But I picked this up, don't know the condition. It was in a crate, and I was like, let's do something with it. So
we figure it's 1970s.
It's a 4th month of 1976, so it's actually 4 months older than I am.
Okay, and these are 4 cylinders.
These are 4 cylinders,
and it's
32 cubic inch.
Yeah, which is about 525.
So the military, they didn't give the specs of the engine horsepower-wise. They gave cubic inch, and yes, 32 cubic inch right here. And someone dynoed it, and it was like supposed to be like 6 horsepower or something with the stock carburetor on it. I've read on some forums that if you modify the intake, do something different with the carburetors, free up the exhaust, you can get upwards of 20 plus horsepower out of one of these engines, and they sound awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's really unique. It's really cool. It has potential to be sweet. I think if we can get it running, it's begging for a supercharger.
Yeah, and it's less than 100 pounds.
Yeah, 20 horsepower, less than 100 pounds, 200 bucks. Where could you go wrong?
Did you say supercharger?
Yeah.
This will be interesting.
All right, so well, let's see if we can get it running.
Okay. All right. First, it's not stuck. Dude, oil looks brand new and it's right on the money. That's a great sign. This one's a little bit older than the other one that I got because this one has a cartridge filter rather than a spin-on. The spin-ons are the newer engines. The cartridge ones are the older engines. So it's still got the tins on it. It's got the carburetor. It's got the air box. Let's spin this thing over and see if it'll fire up. I guess I need to say that we already hooked up a fuel tank to this thing. It's got a fuel pump, and I've already primed the system. It's got fuel in it. Let's see if this thing will do anything.
Yeah, look at this fuel pump. You can manually prime it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
All right. Ready?
Yep. All right. I ran into a fan at Power Tour this year in Kentucky who had one of these installed on a trike.
Dude, I'm so embarrassed that I didn't go over and meet him. I was so busy with other things, I never got to see it.
Yeah, it was cool. And what's even cooler is he actually rigged up a BMW 318 starter motor on this thing. He said it pretty much bolts right on.
That's cool.
So we'll try that.
All right. I think we better look in to see if we got some spark from this thing.
Yep.
Can you, think you can hold that while I spin her over, dude?
Sure, buddy. You know what? It's got the valve lash stamped on each valve cover, too.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. So I'm looking right there.
Right there. You ready?
Yep. Nothing.
All right. I'm going to switch the switch the other way. The kill switch. Ready?
Yep. Nothing.
No spark.
Does it have points?
It does have points. They're up here.
I think we need to sand them.
Well, maybe. They're really easy to get to, and they're gone. Someone robbed parts out of the inside of this thing. It's missing the points.
All right. Well, good luck finding parts for a 40-year-old obscure engine, huh?
I mean, maybe I can rig something up. As long as it's got the coils, maybe we'll be okay.
Okay, let's get online.
The coils are missing too, dude.
All right.
I don't know why I didn't look. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that I had to look to see if the ignition system was on this thing.
Used engine. It's always a gamble.
I guess what they did was they just robbed the parts off of an engine on the shelf. All right, guys, it's another day working on this military engine. Scott from Jumper Cable Dads has joined us today. He's behind the camera. Scott, thank you for joining us. He is in the military, and he really wanted to get his hands dirty on this engine because it is a military engine.
We don't have these on submarines, though.
It'd be cool if you did.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe you should. So we really thought that it was going to be hard to find parts for this engine, but on eBay, we actually found a whole bag of parts for this engine for like $50. It was like a steal. And it's got, this is definitely military. The bag is military. They have like 36 items in this kit. And they have everything listed here with part numbers and everything. National stock numbers and stuff. Like dated 1988. That is so military.
How old's the engine?
The engine is 4th month of 1976. It's actually 4 months older than I am.
Wow, that thing's ancient.
Thanks. So if you think about it, I was around at that time. Technically, I was alive. So let's open up this bag and grab what parts we need out of this thing for this thing, because, well, obviously someone robbed all the parts out of this thing. We're missing coils. We're missing all kinds of stuff. Hopefully everything is in this bag.
Hopefully.
What you got there, bud?
I got some nameplates.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like these are supposed to be the label plates that go on the generators that these engines fit on. And so generator set gasoline engine 3 kilowatts at 400 hertz. Normally we run stuff at like 60 hertz. So you can tell this is definitely military. There's a lot of equipment that runs off of 400 hertz for various reasons. You know, I know for our reason it's like noise. So that's pretty cool.
And we have all our parts getting laid out. We have brand new spark plug wires. We have, don't know what that is.
Thing.
And that thing and that thing. What is this? Are those the points and stuff? Is that a points plate? Okay. It's the magnet piece. No. Did it come with points? Have you found any points? Oh, this one's a non-point ignition. This is a yeah. So,
but I think what we need right here
are those coils. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna set up our camera and we're gonna try to figure out how all these parts fit on that engine. And we're not gonna use all the parts, but you know, like probably most of them.
Yeah.
So, and we're taking, this is a newer style ignition to update the point style engine. So, yeah, a little bit of we got to figure it out.
We got it. So we're trying to figure out what these are. So I was just cross-referencing it to the parts list that we have on the bag. So this one is the right-hand control unit assembly.
Okay. And which side is the right hand, left side? I think I just figured it out.
Yeah, so this is the front, this is the right hand, so this mounts over here.
Yeah.
Yours has a hole for
that tube. And it goes right here, and that tube goes right through it.
Yeah, the intake heater.
Yeah, it's like an intake heater for like winter running. So this gets bolted up right here. And then our ignition, our spark plug wires come out of this and go to our spark plugs. So yeah, we got to install these, and then we got to figure out where our coils go. And there's just so much stuff. So the next thing we're going to work on is removing this cover. This is this is where the front pulley comes off, the accessory drive start pulley. Pull it off, and then we got to remove this and these spark plug wires, and then we can install our coils here. And there's going to be a left and a right coil, so we're going to have to try to figure that out. Hopefully I got some close-ups of that on our other engine, hopefully. So the old ignition plug wires go in this cover. The new one does not. And we have some really cool plugs that we're supposed to block these off with, and the kit provided us with those plugs. There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So whoever worked on this last robbed the coils out of it, and that's why we couldn't get this engine running. And since we had to replace all of this stuff, we kind of figured we might as well upgrade it to the better ignition system on it. So we're going to have to replace this piece, our pickup, with a newer style pickup. It looks like it just slides on.
Well, hopefully this slides off easy. So this is putting it back into the configuration of the last engine you guys used.
The last engine we used, yes, we didn't have the points ignition, and this one was a little bit. Actually, the last one was upgraded too at some point. That's probably why they couldn't ever get it running. They got it upgraded and installed it wrong. I think I'm gonna have to get a puller to pull this thing off, bud. Dude, we've been standing around this thing for hours. I gotta sit down. My feet hurt.
Come on, man, I'm chilling. I'm good. Brunt sent over these new boots for me, and they are super comfortable. They're like the most comfortable boots I've ever worn.
Cool.
You know I always avoid boots. I've always worn sneakers because a lot of them are so uncomfortable. But these Brunts are actually like changing how I look at work boots, and they're sponsoring today's video. In fact, got a little story for you guys. I had to go to the emergency room a few months ago because I was cutting a piece of 1x1 by 1/4 inch square tubing outside next door with my sneakers on, and when the piece fell, it hit me right on the ankle here, and had to go to the ER. 5 stitches, 6 hours in the hospital, and the equivalent of 7 pairs of Brunt boots later, I was sewed back up, and then I missed 3 days of work to recover, and I couldn't get in the water on a beach vacation with my friends. It kind of sucked.
So you're telling me if you would have had those boots on, you wouldn't have been injured?
Yeah, I'll show you. It's like literally right there. In fact, if I would have invested in a pair of Brunt boots sooner, I would have saved a lot of time and money. And these Brunt boots are durable in any environment, so what do you say we take a break on this thing and put that to the test?
Sounds good to me, dude.
All right. Wait. Oh. I'm good. I'm chilling. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You dropped it on your foot?
It was an accident.
Are you serious? Seriously, like it looks fine, feel fine. In fact, these Brunts are oil slip and heat resistant up to 572 degrees. I'm supposed to walk in that? One medium rare boot coming right up. So if you want to try these boots out for yourself, Brunt offers a risk-free trial. Look at that. A little dirty, but looks good as new. So if you don't like them, they'll refund them and pay shipping both ways. They even gave us a special discount code. All you need to do is go to bruntworkwear.com/carscameras10 and enter code carscameras10 at checkout for $10 off any order of $60 or more. So guys, learn from my mistakes and invest in a pair of Brunt boots for protection, comfort, and durability. That's bruntworkwear.com/carscameras10. Support companies that support cars and cameras. Thank you to Brunt for sponsoring this episode. This was a lot of fun. We should probably get back to work.
I took out the old contacts.
Yeah.
And threw the shield in, put a ground in, routed the cable off of this module, goes through the case. So now I'm trying to get it through.
I'm gonna get a socket, a big old socket, and just kind of tap it on carefully because it's got a magnet.
You don't want to ball peen that thing on there?
Where's your sense of adventure?
This thing's built for tough, man.
Yeah, where's the rubber hammer?
So you can't gap these, huh?
Oh, like your points, not points gap, but like your pickup to coil gap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't see adjustability on that.
Still turning. No, it's solid.
How much did you pay for this engine, Ike?
200.
So you're telling me $200 plus $50 in ignition parts. If we modify the intake, it makes 20 horsepower.
20-ish horsepower, yeah.
That's a pretty good value proposition right there.
It's not bad.
What's your dollar per horse?
That's about as cheap as you can go.
So we need to figure if we really like these engines, maybe we ought to buy some more if we really like them.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
if we put the word out there too much,
Just a little market manipulation.
Yeah.
We go buy all of them and then we pump them up.
bingo.
That's it.
It's business.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great idea.
I got $200 on one.
I've got a $2,000 I can throw out there.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are playing the most cruel scavenger hunt jigsaw puzzle ever.
Yeah.
We are our own
Yeah.
worst enemy.
It's got clips there holding the coils in place.
So,
Right there.
are you referring to our own YouTube video from last year, the one we bought one of these engines?
Hey, it's
Yes.
a great reference.
Yes, and if y'all haven't seen it, y'all ought to check it out. It's a really cool go-kart that me and Charles put together while you were gone.
Yep.
And I think you were pleasantly surprised.
It was awesome, man, and this one's gonna get a little bit of positive manifold pressure.
What are you saying?
Oh, I think you know what I'm saying. Scott, is that your how do I want to say this?
gear.
Part of his riding. I was gonna say his beanie weenie protection package.
Oh yeah. Smells good in here. I can't smell nothing.
So are those are the plug wires?
Yeah, these are spark plug wires. I was trying to see what other applications 400 hertz has for the military, and it seems like for the most part it's just a weight advantage. A 400 hertz generating, a generator, right, is a lot more lightweight for aircraft applications and other uses, I would assume for the most part Army. So it's an Army Air Force engine. I found the tech manual online.
Blue Air Force.
There you go. It started off Air Force and it transferred to the Army.
So we have these new plug wires.
That is new old stock. You said 1988. Pretty sure it was 1088. Yeah.
And look, they look brand new still.
Yeah.
They look great.
And they're shielded like that for waterproofing and
Waterproofing and probably EMP stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Scott said I can neither confirm nor deny.
Radio suppression, maybe EMP, waterproofing.
Atomic blast. I don't know.
That'd be EMP. Atomic blast, setting that electromagnetic pulse.
Well, if this thing goes to mini mayhem after the beanie weenies, there are going to be some of those. So the good thing is they'll still run.
Yeah, there's a EMP involved. A lot of initial radiation, heat, electromagnetic, all the good stuff.
It's got a manual prime for the fuel pump. So we can hook up the fuel line. We can just sit here, suck up the fuel, and put it in the carburetor before even cranking it.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
So I'm gonna try to find a brass fitting a nipple to put on the fuel pump.
Pretty much ready to run this thing. We're going to put a splash of Sunoco 95 octane in a remote tank.
Oh, it splashed all right.
And Ike's getting a fitting installed so we can install a fuel line. We're going to see what happens.
Smells like kerosene.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
All right, so we have our fuel source right over there. Let's see if the fuel pump works. Oh, look. Oh, but it's sucking it right back.
No, I mean it's making its way, right?
It's gonna be loud for a second.
Okay. There it is. It's like right there. You know what? I'm gonna make it easier.
That's coming to do it.
But it works. That's cool.
All right. So right now, what we're doing is we're filling up the carburetor. So does someone have oh yeah, we're gonna need a 1/2 inch socket and extension for the drill. Cranking this thing up.
Already plugged in.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yep, I'm ready when you are, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Contact.
Yep. Keep her up.
Okay.
Is it slowing down?
Yeah, battery's running out. Might be getting hot.
Ready?
Yep.
Did we check the engine oil?
Yeah.
It's full.
That's cool.
I think that drill's not functioning good. All right, so I think maybe we ought to take the plugs out and we'll try to turn it over again. If it's flooded, it's going to air out. We'll also be able to check for spark. I kind of accidentally flooded it, John.
That's all right.
Carburetor probably needs to be gone through. And I was sitting there pumping and pumping and pumping. Although we're going to hook these back up and blow them out and see if we got any spark. Checking for spark.
Right in the hole.
Yep.
You gotta replace that hole. It's round now.
Great.
Put her in reverse, Terry. Take her out.
I don't know if it will.
Oh gosh.
It's fine. We'll just weld a nut to it, dude.
Wow. Okay.
What?
I didn't see any spark, guys.
Alright, so these spark plugs are shaped kind of funny. They're the insulators on them make it very prohibitive for a standard socket.
Yeah.
So you had to make
I
something.
had to make something, and it's a little crude, but it worked.
If it works, man, who cares?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Contact. Ready?
Yeah.
It's got you got to put the darn Fireball tune on there. That was one of the most epic startups we've ever had, dude. Because
Really?
it fired up and spit smoke and Scott
then tucked his tail between his legs. That was so cool.
It sounds good. The governor is not acting right.
Really?
Yeah, but we don't care because we're going to undo the governor anyway.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
It runs, boys.
It runs.
Nice job.
Sounds good.
You feel it in your chest.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm happy.
So we're just brainstorming. We're getting way ahead of ourselves. Way ahead of ourselves. Our goal for this episode is to...
We need a bigger pulley.
Moon tune.
Moon tune pulley.
So our goal for this episode is to get this supercharger installed on this $200 military 4-cylinder engine and get it running. So we can have a supercharged rat rod, wheelbarrow, crazy thing next time. Exactly.
Drive, shaft it, magic box.
So we're gonna strip all the tin off this engine, right?
Yeah.
Probably get the factory intake manifold off and figure out where we want to mount our supercharger.
Ooh, supercharger.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right, I'm gonna start by removing the things that we just added to get it running, and so I can get the tin off.
Yeah, we can relocate all that stuff, right? If we need to.
So, oh, the exhaust has got to come off. Ain't that something? I was hoping that, man. There we go. Dude,
See, isn't that so much cooler?
it is so much cooler.
We get a custom exhaust on there. Oh yeah. I guess that's the push rods, huh?
The top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the push rod tube.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so sick.
On Volkswagens, the push rod tubes are on the bottom, and they have a problem with leaking.
Oh man.
These are on top, probably less prone to leaking.
You got some kind of hose hooked up back here.
There's a type of pliers that uses. There we go.
Oh, all right. Wasn't bad.
Yeah. There's a type of pliers that have a groove in it for that style clamp. What's this? Just a piece of that.
That was a price.
Not in the Band-Aid.
Safety look away.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
More stuff.
Twist it.
Here we go.
That's a crazy looking engine, guys.
It's pretty cool looking. Let me get this carburetor out of the way.
So, wait.
Isn't that intake interesting?
We're gonna have to be concerned about these rubber fittings when we supercharge. No.
We're just gonna build a new manifold, buddy.
New manifold.
Right?
Oh.
I know, like, you kind of want to rock with it as is.
It's a lot bigger. The easier thing to do would be to roll with this,
Yep.
because I don't think those ports are
As big as that.
as big as that.
I see.
So, but we can come up with something. We can come up with a big old air box with, you know, some. Yeah,
We could always rock with this to, like, see if it's going to work supercharged, and then, like, you know, we could do a performance episode where we redo the manifold and do a before and after.
Yeah, I was starting to look at it. It's not nearly as small as what I thought it would be.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
When you consider that's got to get broken up into 4 different cylinders.
that fits on the inside of that. And then, so it's not much. That's why this thing was like rated at like 6 horsepower or whatever, because the smallness of the intake right here in the carburetor. Like if I take the carburetor off, if you look down the I want to do that. I want to take this so we can like look in there.
6 horsepower, 32 cubic inch.
Yeah.
We said that was over like 500 cc's.
Yeah. Oh, I can tell already. Oh my goodness. That's why it's only rated at 6 horsepower.
Yeah.
and that's what we're gonna put on it. It should be fine. That's a 32 mil Mikuni from Go Power Sports, usually used on a 301 or a 420, 459.
It's gonna love it.
Yeah, it's gonna love it for this, what, 525.
So we're gonna drown it and then choke it with air.
Yeah.
Force it to go.
So Ike is coming up with a bracket to mount our supercharger from, and I'm coming up with our flanges and our charge pipe. So basically we're gonna have this piece welded here to the carburetor, and then I'm gonna cut up these two and make our piping, our charge pipe that goes from the supercharger to the intake manifold. What's up, man?
Oh, just working on the tensioner for this thing, and I'm hoping that this is not going to be in the way of the intake.
Ah. Maybe we should have tested that before.
Thank you. It'll fit. Well, I say that.
Getting close to seeing if this thing is going to run supercharged, man.
Yep.
I don't see why not. I mean, you hear the argument about a one-cylinder not wanting forced induction, but this is 4.
Well, that, and we don't know if we got the ratio correct on the pulleys.
Like 30 pounds of boot.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Yeah. We don't know. So, the bracket for the supercharger is not 100% done, but it's enough to try it out. See if it'll run. Yeah. So, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. We got the belt on the pulley. Just a couple of minutes, man. We're gonna be, yeah, gotta make sure this is pretty straight. It's got holes that are oversized for little adjustments.
We're pretty much there. Got to practice my TIG welding. You got to get to know our new MIG welder.
Yep.
I think it looks good, man. It's crazy.
It looks pretty cool, dude.
We're gonna have an we have no idea what like our boost is gonna be. So,
No.
yeah.
It's overdriven. I do know that.
Yeah. It should run just fine with this 30. It's either 32 or 34 mil Mikuni carburetor from Go Power Sports. This will be off like a 420 or 301 if you're looking for performance for one of those engines. And whether you're looking for a performance carburetor for your 301 or 420 or one of these, or your 6.5 horse Predator, Tillotson, really anything small engine, Go Power Sports can hook you up with a carburetor kind of on any budget. They have anything between a factory replacement, they have the Chinese Mikunis, and then they have the top dog real Mikunis that are really nice. And they're all nice. I don't think we've ever really had a problem with many of them.
Nope.
At all. So, we're going to link this in the video description if you want to check it out from Go Power Sports. Let's get this thing fired up. At least try to.
Try to.
That's so cool. You can just manually prime the fuel.
Yeah.
About ready, buddy?
I'm ready, dude. So the key is, the ignition is on. All right, dude.
Ready?
Yeah.
crazy.
Look at it, shaking. Shaking.
We might have to, we've run into a problem. Now it's fine. I think the supercharger is sucking so hard, it's pulling on the slide, keeping it from going all the way into the idle position. So we might have to double spring it.
Dude.
Get it
To return.
down. Yeah.
How about an epic win though, man?
Dude, it runs so good. Did you notice the response of the throttle?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
this thing's so...
It's gonna be insane on a go-kart.
It is. I'm
excited, man.
yeah, this is great.
Wow, we even have some condensation there. Yeah, all right. Very cool.
This is the first supercharger we've had on a
On
small engine.
Yeah, and I think this is an awesome one for it.
Yeah. Sounds just like a Volkswagen Beetle, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is so good.
Heck yeah.
I love it.
When I was taking my video for Instagram, I could have sworn it was doing the supercharger.
Supercharger, yeah. Yeah, it did.
I love it.
You wanted that.
Dude, yeah, heck yeah.
And it will probably do it if we get it to return to an idle
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have a wheelbarrow thing to build.
You mean a rat rod
Yeah.
wheelbarrow?
Yeah.
This thing will be insane.
It's
on
gonna
it,
be
dude.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be so cool. Oh man, epic win, man.
Yeah.
This is great.
What's up, man? What are you doing?
Man, I'm glad we're at where we're at on the 4-cylinder engine. At this moment, I think we need to go ahead and take this baby out for a spin to start practicing for the Go Power Sports 180 coming up.
That's right, the Go Power Sports 180 3-hour mini bike endurance race in Texas. It's insane. It's the most fun I've ever had on two wheels. And we're trying to get on the podium this year. So we have this freshly built 236 that we built at the beginning of this year with a billet cylinder head. We're gonna start turning some laps, get this thing shaken down, and get up to speed.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man, taking a break on the 4-cylinder just to do a couple minutes on this thing.
A couple minutes, maybe a couple hours.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll link the race in the video description if you guys want to come out to spectate or to race. I mean, you got anywhere from one rider on stock bikes, no suspension, to like something crazy like this Trailmaster here. So we'd love to see you guys out there. All right, man, so our personal best on the Grand Prix leaderboard is a 56.56. Let's just see where we're at now that we haven't touched this bike in 8, 9, 10 months.
I have not ridden a mini bike on this course in quite some time.
Yeah.
And isn't it still muddy a little bit?
No, it's pretty nice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these performance engines, in my experience, they always like choke, kill switch, obviously, and about 10% throttle, right? Is that what you do too?
For the cranking,
Yeah.
let's just try choke.
It's not gonna work.
Oh,
Yep. Look at that. Been sitting 10 months. Second pull. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Not a good start.
Gotta say, the fall is just perfect mini biking weather. The weather is amazing as long as it's not hurricaning. Just all fun. This is gonna be a fast one. All right, so my thumb missed the stop button, but that was like a mid 56, low 56. On your mark, get set, go!
A little bit better.
I'm gonna get right here on the finish line so I get that photo finish. Right.
I felt better about that one. That one was faster, right?
My thumb missed the first time. I think the first one was faster.
Okay.
I want to go see your time because that's going to be insanely close.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Either this thing has just gotten that fast where everything's loose on the track, or over the years, we've just torn this track up.
Yeah.
It's it's going to be harder and harder to get faster laps up there.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, been saying we need a skid steer.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to get your time on the board real quick?
Sure.
Nice.
Sure.
You look good. You ready to hear your time, sir?
Right here.
Okay, well those two are the same time. They're both 56:56.
Okay. There.
Okay. You are a 56:67.
Ah. Here.
Nope. One more down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
It's right.
The mid 50s are crowded, dog.
It's right above the military go-kart.
Yeah. Well, dude, you're like literally a tenth off. You know, when we had this out last time, so I don't think that's anything to be worried about a month out.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
What an insane bike.
It's a pretty sweet bike. It's fast. And I'm gonna have to get some practice laps in.
Same. Yep.
Yeah, because I hadn't been on a mini bike in months.
It's been a while. It doesn't sound right. It can't be right. Does the land speed bike count?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, dude, it's totally a mini bike. Anyway.
It's a maxi bike.
Anyway, come out to the Go Power Sports 180, November 9th, 2024. I'll have a link in the video description so you can come out to participate, to spectate. We love to hang out. We love to race with you. It is so much fun. Let's get back to the engine, buddy. Well, thanks for watching this episode, guys. What an epic win. We bought a military surplus 4-cylinder 32 cubic inch engine for $200.
Yep.
Got a Amazon special supercharger, the AMR 300 for cheap. Put a Go Power Sports carburetor on it, fabbed up an intake manifold, and we have one of the coolest sounding and looking engines we've ever got our hands on. So be sure you are subscribed for the build. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. If there are any other wacky engines you want to see us work on, let us know down in the comments. I can't wait to get started on this build. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Oh yeah, head to cars-cameras.com. Pick up some merch. Support the channel. What are you rocking today, Ike?
Oh, I'm rocking the classic Cars and Cameras shirt and what I consider the classic Cars and Cameras hat. Both one of my favorites.
That's it. If you want to be Ike for Halloween, go to cars-cameras.com. Pick up the OG, no parts, no tools, no plan, it'll be fine shirt, the OG hat, shark tooth necklace, some camo pants, and you're off to the races. You're looking fresh and you're supporting some of your favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. One last thing, guys. Mini Mayhem Fall 2024 is coming up quick. It's going to be October 25, 26, and 27 of 2024 at Busco Beach ATV Park. We can't wait to see you there. If you have a go-kart, mini bike, side-by-side, four-wheeler, dirt bike, any kind of small off-road power sport machine, we would love to see you out for a weekend of camping at Busco Beach ATV Park. You can head to their website for reservation info on RVs. If you're just camping, like most of us do, no reservation required. Just show up. You can go to their website again for pricing and other information. Join our Facebook group, Mini Mayhem, if you have any other photos or want to show off your build before the weekend of the event. We can't wait to see you there, and we'll catch you next time.
Well, you're saying that these are upgrades to this,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
In the Navy, like, we have a way of like upgrading existing systems, and we call those ship alts. I don't know what the Army would call it.
Maybe the same thing?
Ranger alt?
I don't know.